what's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Old School versus New School. What's going on, Alex?
Hey, everything is everything. It's been wonderful. We missed our audience. Obviously, we missed our listeners, but life be life, and don't it, E?
For sure. Hey, Sharonda. What's going on, girl?
Hey, we
Hey,
got
Max. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my girl, Max.
we got Shawanda in the house and Max Boogie. What's going
Yes.
on with y'all?
We got Alex down there, too. Y'all don't know what he's doing down there, but make sure y'all subscribe to him, too, over there at Magnetic Repellent. His link is in the description as always, okay?
Yeah, I'm greeting the listeners. I gotta be in the chat too. I gotta be in there. So, what's been going on with you, E?
I've been trying to get to the cash. That's what I'm always trying to do.
Trying to get to the bag, huh? You
Always.
you getting there? You gonna have that bag soon? You know what I mean?
For sure, the big bag.
Yeah. I'm gonna have my bag soon. You know what I mean? That's what we
Y'all
working
stay
for.
tuned because we do got some things up our sleeves.
Oh no, that's a fact. No doubt, no doubt. And the last time we was on, it was we haven't been on since the Trump shooting, which is crazy. I could have sworn we actually did a show, but we never did. We weren't on. Because this shooting happened on a Saturday. We didn't go on that Monday, you know.
Oh, we missed the
Um,
Monday?
yeah, I think we missed that Monday that Trump got shot. Or no, or you said you didn't want to talk about it that Monday.
Yeah, let me tell y'all. I
It
wasn't
was
going
so
to
it,
talk
it
about it
it was so soon afterwards. You didn't want to discuss it. So
because at first I didn't give a fuck.
right.
Okay. But as I was thinking about stuff, I started to get irritated, specifically at my people. Okay. Hey, Scofield. Hey, girl. Long time no see, miss you. Um, I started to get really irritated, because where do I start? But let's talk about the actual shooting first.
Okay.
First of all, if that wasn't a Emmy award winning performance, if I ever saw one,
Hmm.
I don't see how people don't see that it was definitely fake. Not fake the shooting, but it was planned. Let me say that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you agree with that or you disagree with that?
Um, I got a couple of opinions about it, but I'm gonna
Hey,
let you
Ebony with
finish.
a motherfucking IE, and hey,
Yeah,
Looney.
I got a couple of opinions about it, but I'm gonna let you finish your thought first.
Okay, cool. Hey, Ben. Okay, so number one, if y'all have some cash money in your house, just pull it out. And there's a phrase on there in Latin, which means order out of chaos. That's what it means. That has been the government's motto since the inception of it. If you can look back, I don't know how old everybody is because this is old school versus new school. So I know we got some oldies and some newbies in here, right? But everybody should be good and grown if you're watching EsessionByEnicole, okay? Let me just say that. Now, all these things that have happened in our lifetime, a lot of these things have been already planned to scare people, whether it be into voting for somebody, into not voting for somebody, into moving to a particular area, not moving into a particular area. Alex, we've actually had a guest on this show who has been instrumental in some of the chaos forming things that the government does, i.e., the music that you hear while you listening to the news. And he explained to y'all that they actually want to incite fear and um anxiety in you when you watching these lies and things that they put on the screen in front of you. So for us not to be hip and understand what's going on, and for black people to be such on opposite sides of thinking, it boggles my mind. Like we talk about this all the time over here. Every other ethnicity in the world can get together, support each other, circulate money with each other, protect each other, respect each other. Even if they don't like each other, they still gonna make money together at the end of the day. What's wrong with us?
That part. Yep.
What's wrong with us?
Mm.
I really want to know. I want somebody to tell me.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say hey to everybody in the chat that's coming in. Looney, Ebony with a motherfucking IE.
Hey, cynical.
The cynical one, Ben. If I'm missing anybody, I apologize. But everybody in the chat, thanks for coming in. What's that? Roz Unfuckwittable just came in.
Hey, Roz. Yes, and she is definitely unfuckwittable. Okay,
Yeah.
respect on it. Okay.
Yeah, put some respect on it. But I want to first start by saying, E, that what we need to understand as black people and as the average American citizen, whether you middle class or poor, is that it doesn't matter if you Democrat or Republican. Neither side gives a shit about you. I need for people to understand that, because everybody black always hollering about Democrat, but yet the wealth gap has not closed under Democratic leadership in over 50 years plus. They don't give a shit about you same way the Republicans don't. It's all BS. And when I was younger, I asked people, what's the difference between Democrat and Republican? And all they would say is, well, the Democrats are for the poor. So obviously, I was poor as shit. My family was poor. Vote Democrat. I had no education on politics. But the fact of the matter is, a democracy, the meaning of a democracy is when we all have a say in how we're governed. That's a democracy, right? We all got something to say about how we're governed. A republic. What'd you say, E?
I said something that does not exist.
It doesn't exist.
And
right?
shout out to Feisty Vibes for being a member for 8 months. Okay, y'all better grab the memberships because we got some things coming for y'all. Go ahead, Alex. I'm sorry.
You need an applause machine for Pisces Vibes. You know what I mean? You need an applause machine. For real. Because that's somebody who
Vibes and Ben. Ben is in the field too, and he's definitely a member. Shout out to the members of the galaxy. Okay.
Yeah, rocking with you a long time.
Yeah.
But a republic, which is what America is, just say your Pledge of Allegiance and you'll figure it out. Okay. A republic is when a handful of elitists, which means like the most richest people on the planet and in the country, decide what's best for everybody and hope it trickles down to the rest of us.
Do they really hope that though?
I mean, they don't hope it, but that's what they'll try to get you to believe.
Okay.
They really don't care. That's the point I'm making. They're looking out for their own self-interest. This is why when Trump, listen, Trump is not a politician. He's not very presidential at all. Trump gets on public airwaves and tell you, I slap women on their asses, I grab their crotches, they love it, I don't care, I buy a pussy. He don't care.
I was just about to say, I was trying to be nice today because he definitely said grab him in the pussy.
He don't care. Okay. And the funny thing about everything he said to be so disrespectful to women, okay, they're the ones that put him in office the first time.
Primarily, even his wife, his mail order bride wife, haven't even been with him. She finally just showed up and made an appearance, but she ain't even been around. You could tell when they be around each other, they don't even like each other.
She showed up the last day of the convention. Anybody that watched the RNC, she showed up the last day.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen her.
She have kids and her child grown. But hold on, Alex, because remember I said I want the people to tell me, right?
Right.
Skull fan said black people too greedy and always got a stunt for one. Always trying to keep up with the next. crab in a bucket mindset. Those are definitely some qualities that I'm tired of seeing. I'm tired of seeing them. You know what else I'm tired of? I'm tired of people like me who want to see people who look like me win, get looked at crazy when all we be trying to do is help. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like a lot of people complain, but then when you have somebody there trying to help or show you something new or expose you to another avenue of getting shit, it's like who the fuck they think they are? What they think they doing? You know what I'm saying? Instead of being motivation. You know what I mean?
You know, and the thing, like, primarily it was white women that voted Trump in, which means that to me, I don't care how you treat me. Just protect my lifestyle, protect my interests. You can grab my pussy all you want. You can slap me in the ass. You can buy me for an hour to have sex with. You can have sex with little girls. None of that matters to me.
Are
Protect
you saying
myself.
this is what the white women said?
Yeah. This
oh,
is what they saying by voting him in. You know what I mean?
I was like, wait a minute, who said what?
They speak that way through their vote because Trump make no bones about who he is.
Yeah.
Okay. So
speaking of that, hold on. Cynical One brought up a very good point as well. Said we're also the least hired. And that is another problem I have because this man that we're talking about, with this last little court situation he had, how many felonies did he get, Alex?
Shit, 30 something?
I know for sure it was over 20 felonies.
Yeah.
And you're able to have that and be the president of the United States, but this black man who probably got a felony that y'all lied and gave him can't get a job to save his life. That's a problem for me.
Yeah. Yeah. And what is a black job? Trump said all the migrants are coming over here taking black jobs. When he say that
boggled my mind. Like what?
You know what a black job is to him?
What
anything involving labor. Any menial job involving labor, catering to them, being on a minimal payroll, that's a black job to him. Okay, and to those that think like him, and a lot of them think like him. Okay, so the point is, with everything that he's shown, not being a politician, not being very presidential, being a rabble rouser, being disrespectful to women, sexist, buying women, buying porn stars, and all this stuff. He's showing you who he is. He make no bones about it. But because he can protect their interests and their way of life and their lifestyle. See, these women want to still sit home and bake cookies and have tea parties and all that. And their biggest fear is they might have to take their ass to work. That's their biggest fear. If they mess around with
Ebony with a motherfucking he said, I don't believe my people are too greedy. That's not the majority. I don't subscribe to that. I will say, because y'all know how I feel and how I think, I do agree with that. But the problem is the ones that are greedy, the ones that are unappreciative, the ones that are envious, the ones that are gatekeepers, they seem to get the notoriety, the spotlight is on them. The spotlight, when we look at social media, we see all the negative things going on. We see all the drama-filled things going on. We see all the salacious things going on. It's rare when we get to see those posts about the smartest kids that are in the world right now are 3 black children. It's rare that we see the story of the little boy that I told you about that saved his whole school bus because the school bus driver had I don't remember she had a stroke or she had a heart attack, but something happened with her. She fainted, passed out. And this little black boy pulled the bus over, parked the bus, and ran home to get his grandmother that was a nurse. It's rare that we hear those stories like that. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with Ebony, but I feel like with what I said, like why y'all not having y'all arms open for the people that do give, that do want to see us succeed, that are telling the truth? Like, nobody want to hear the truth. Nobody wants to be accountable for the bullshit that they're doing to be a better person. They're comfortable and complacent in a bullshit because that's what works. Bullshit is winning.
The truth will never be welcome any place built on lies. And the funny thing,
right there.
The funny thing about the truth never changes. The funny thing about a lie can change 1,000 times. And the funniest thing about a lie is if you tell it long enough, it becomes true to you.
Yeah, you start believing that shit. Hold on, one second. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Just My 5. We got Sunkiss in the building. Hey, Sunkiss. Hey, girl. Make sure y'all are subscribed to my people now. Make sure y'all are subscribed. And if y'all not subscribed, what the fuck are y'all doing? Go ahead, Alex.
Yeah. Let me transition because we know what Trump is. We already know he tell you what he is. He ain't hiding nothing. See, the average politician, they hide stuff. They get up here and they try to talk, this political talk. I'm here for the people. We must do what's right for the people. And we're going to dig into this and investigate this situation. And that's how they talk. Trump don't talk like that. Trump get up there and Trump like, yeah, I'm going to grab the bitch by the pussy. And sometimes they love it. That's how Trump talk. Okay. So does that mean other politicians don't talk like that? They talk the same way, just with the cameras off. Just, do you think these politicians, when they get behind in these meetings in private, when the world is in chaos, you think they back there being polite to one another? They cussing each other out. They yelling, they're screaming. All of that's going on behind scenes. And they come out there on the camera and get in front of the podium with their suit on and talk nice to us. It's a smoke and mirror show. And I understand why they have to do it, because if they show they're panicking, then the country will panic. So they can't come on to the podium and show that they're panicking. But let's transition to Biden for a minute, because we know what Trump is about. Biden ain't no better. Okay. Biden has a history, and Trump has a history too of racist history, which is no surprise. Biden's history with black people is horrible. His law this 3 strikes law, this super predator black law, they called us super predators, him and Hillary. Okay. This law has destroyed thousands of black families, thousands that are still suffering because of it. He has never opened his mouth to say, I apologize to those families. We're going to make it right by those families. The same drugs that you threw these people in jail for are the same drug your son is on now, cracked out. He's been a drug addict for years, but you got all the empathy in the world for your child who's a crackhead and a crook. Make no mistake about it.
Crackhead and a crook.
Hunter Biden is a crackhead and a crook. Okay? But you got all the sympathy in the world and empathy for your child, but not for the other children of the families that you destroyed, and you refuse to make recompense to those families. And for me, I can't get past that. I don't care who. I cannot get past that crime bill. I can't get past it because there's no apology. There's no recompense. You even have the audacity to say stupid shit like, if you don't vote for me, you're not really black. What?
Who said that?
Joe Biden said that on the Breakfast Club.
Oh, wow.
If you don't vote for me, you ain't really black. What the fuck? Are you serious? But see, that's the audacity. That's the audacity in how stupid they think we are. Well, and a lot of us are stupid. What you say, E?
I said, well, audacity is definitely on the Clarence Rack song coming soon. Shameless little plug in. But look, ROS said, what do y'all think about Project 25? Just asking. Listen, I'm going to break down Project 25 line by line with y'all, right? It's probably going to take a couple episodes because it is 900 pages. But I'm going to do it for y'all because I feel like y'all niggas ain't going to read it. So I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna be
Damn,
myself.
E. Be nice, E. Be
No,
nice.
I'm gonna grab you a drink. I'm gonna have my drink. Grab whatever, get your snacks, because we gonna go through this and we gonna talk about it. Because it's crazy. It's crazy. And if you don't know what's going on, you a fool. Because at the end of the day, you live here.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me let me get to the shooting, because that's what we started with, but we kind of went off into other stuff. Because I was just giving you the background of Democrats, Republicans, Trump, and Biden. So neither one of them, I don't support either one. I don't really care about Democrats and Republicans. What I care about is all of us get our own house in order. Because if we understood unifying, building economically together, making money together, investing money, pooling resources, if we understood all that, it wouldn't matter who was in office.
Right.
It would not affect
let me
us.
put a cherry on top of that, Alex, because so I've been coming to contact with a lot of young Black men, right? And surprisingly so, they be really trying to converse, so I take that as an opportunity to see where they head at. You know what I mean? And I was asking them, like, do you understand that state by state, right, individually? So I was talking about my state, where we at. I said, do you understand if all the Black people in this state alone got on the same page and demanded something, that it would probably be done that same day, if not the next day? If all the Black people in one state demanded for something to happen in that state, it would be done.
Let me explain. Let me explain to you how simple this is. It would be to solve, because white people owe us reparations. They've paid everybody else, but they're not going to pay us that, because they don't want to see us prosper and not need them. They don't want to see us totally independent of them, which is a strange dichotomy, because it's a strange dichotomy because you don't want us around. You don't like us. So as soon as we say, listen, we're going to take what we got, we're going to separate from you. Wait a minute. Why are you so angry? What's going on? You don't want us around. Why are you mad if we're going to separate and get away? We helping you out.
Well, y'all know I'm here for segregation.
Integration hurt Black people tremendously.
Tremendously.
Sure. That's why
they was mad we was doing so well by ourselves.
That's why Dr. King says that I fear I integrated my people into a burning house in his last years. He knew I messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's why I love Dr. King, because we saw the growth in him, what he was trying to do. And see, people like to put down Dr. King today, all that nonviolent. I knew what the strategy was. I knew what he was attempting to do. He suffered tremendously for it. The man was assassinated at 38, 39 years old. He was a baby, really. Okay. How many of us going to put our life on the line every day for something they believe in like that? You cannot ridicule this man for that. Put that man down. I don't like when people do that. It aggravates me. Okay. So you may not like his methods, but you got to respect his courage, his intelligence, and what he was attempting to do for Black people in this country and poor people in general. You got to respect it.
Being said that Biden is going to pardon his son.
Why not? Why not? Why not? So this is how simple it is, E. But I was getting to how Black people can fix our own problem without reparations, which we do deserve.
Hey, Don Play.
We have in this country right now several Black billionaires, a multitude of Black millionaires. Okay. And even more, hundreds of thousandaires.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thousandaires for sure.
If we could just sit our asses down for a half a day and just pool, because in America, in the census, there's about 360 million people in America. according to one of the last census that we had. Okay, if 13% of those or whatever are black families or black people, whatever, let's say 13%. Fine, we supposedly we're 13% of the population. Okay, let's say that's a fact. But the billionaires, millionaires, and 100,000aires create a fund, okay, to uplift and build black business, black community, black houses of worship, black investment clubs, all of that. Did black homelessness, black hunger, solve the drug problem, solve the crime problem. All that can be done within our own capital ability that we already have. We have trillions in spending power. Trillions. Think about how that sounds. And we run and spend it elsewhere.
We spend the most money.
The most money everywhere else except with black people. Because our minds are so bad. Our minds are so badly damaged. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? We think that we have to spend with them. We got to be with them. Hey, Sunkist. We need their approval. We have to walk next to them or marry them to be accepted. Or every time I see Tim Scott, I feel like slapping the shit out of him. He just such a house nigga. It's aggravating. If you're gonna do that off camera, bro. Please do it off camera. Stop doing that stuff on camera. You're an embarrassment to yourself, your family, and Lord knows you're an embarrassment to black people in general. So we can solve our own.
I want my people to see how powerful they are. You know what I'm saying? Not powerful as in going against each other, because that sounds great and fun and dandy. And you know, I'm usually the optimistic one. I'm usually the positive one. But I just feel like if they was to have that meeting that you're talking about right now, it is always too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody want to be the leader. Nobody knows how to compromise and have a conversation. Like, I always say that we are the strongest, weakest people. Because if we wasn't the strongest, why would they be so threatened by us? Why every time even they see us, you can see the fear in their body? You know what I'm saying? Like, we can use that for good. We don't have to continue going the way we going. Like, it's okay to change. It's possible, y'all.
Yo, E, you got to take a moment to recognize low keys. You got to take a moment, recognize low keys, new member.
I'm trying to read everybody's comments.
Yeah, you got to recognize low keys, new member alert. You know.
Hey, Lucas. That's my boo. Thank you so much for joining.
Yeah, and everybody, if you're not a member, you need to become a member. You know. But thank you. Low keys or low keys? How you say that, E?
She be changing her name up, so right now it's Lookies, and that's how I'm gonna say it.
Oh, Lookie. Okay. Okay.
But that's my boo, so boo.
Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? But E, you just made a comment about there'd be a lot of, chiefs and no Indians or too many cooks in the soup and all this other kind of stuff, right? Mm-hmm. The fear is not so much us getting together. The fear is if we do that, they're coming to destroy us.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's always a weak nigga in the bunch that's finna tell everything. So it's like, first you gotta have a meeting before you have the meeting, because you're gonna have a motherfucker in there telling the people what the hell be talking about. Mm-hmm. What they used to say back in the day, the revolution would not be televised. Like, it's a shame that we have to watch our back like that, because like I said, in other ethnicities, even if they don't like each other, when they know the purpose, when they understand the assignment, they get it done, is what I'm saying.
Right. Right. Well, the fear is, we see Black Wall Street now, which we didn't learn about until very recently, within the last decade or two. We learned about Black Wall Street. right? But
Not
that's
only that it was more than one.
always what?
There was more than one. There was more than one occasion when this happened. There are more than one black cities underwater right now that were very lucrative and moving, hustling and bustling, doing what they needed to do before the integration that you just spoke about.
But that's what I'm saying, E. All those famous lakes are black cities underwater.
Yeah.
Okay. And Black Wall Street was blowing up. And every time we try to get to a certain level, they want you subservient to them forever. They can't say it publicly anymore.
You just said he did say it publicly, talking about sucking all the black jobs. What?
Listen, that's political rhetoric. They can dismiss that. But behind closed doors, they're always plotting against black people. They can't come out publicly and say it because now there are laws in place that you can't say certain things, you can't do certain things.
Which is crazy to me because don't we got freedom of speech? Like, what the fuck?
Because
let me tell you, YouTube really surprised me with all the like rules and shit they have as far as like what you can say and stuff like that. Because I could have sworn we had freedom of speech.
No, there's no freedom of speech. There's no freedom of speech. Yeah, there's no freedom of speech unless you're going along with the agenda. If you're going along to get along, you can have all the free speech you want if you're going along to get along.
Hey, my mother's keeper.
You know. So, but let me get to the shooting real quick because we're 30 minutes in and we done got on everything else. But that's how soon we can solve our black issue if we can do it. I don't think we're capable at this moment in time. We too stuck on this Republican Democrat bullshit.
Exactly. We have to
in this election, so which is a bunch of bullshit. But the shooting, okay, I'm going to be very careful with my words because someone was killed and 2 people were badly wounded, hospitalized with serious injuries and so forth. So I'm not going to say it wasn't real, but I'm also not going to say it wasn't planned.
Well, no, that I didn't mean not real as in pretend. I meant planned.
Right. And what I mean by that is the way that a person catapults themselves into the stratosphere when they're in politics. You gotta remember how dirty politics truly is. Okay. If they can get themselves into a position of martyrdom, which means being a martyr, that's what Trump was after. He's trying to get any edge he can. And you got to remember, this is a man who's about winning. He's going to do anything he can to win. He don't care what he has to do.
Yeah, because let me just pause you quickly. Because that's exactly what he's doing. I don't know if y'all know, but like his supporters and followers right now are wearing ear patches on their face. And they are like looking at him like he's a martyr. Like
right.
The second coming. Like they really are looking at him like that right now.
And the true martyr is the family man, God rest his soul. The family man, the chief fire captain or something like that. Corey Carpenter, I think was the gentleman's name, that was hit protecting his wife and daughters from gunfire. Okay. He's the martyr now for the movement. Okay. So when Trump had his speech, he had that gentleman's jacket up there, his fire hat, his fire coat, all that up there. Trump kissed the helmet. That's the martyr. Okay, right now. And this country has always, when politicians or leaders are trying to elevate themselves to the next stratosphere, they need a martyr. Okay. Now, I say that to say this at the same time, there were people who saw this little white boy climbing the ladder to get on the roof with a rifle. They told the police, this boy over here climbing the roof with a rifle. It took them like 5 to 6 minutes to even go over there and confront him.
Facts, Candace.
Okay. Why are you up here with a rifle? Blah, blah, blah. Listen.
And there was a backup shooter too.
Then he was up there for another 10 minutes before shots rang out or whatever. Okay. if they even a black man would have got shot and killed on the ladder on the way up to the roof.
He would have got shot before he even reached the ladder when you see the rifle in his hand.
I don't care about protocol. Oh, the Secret Service has to notify the local police. The local police got to get message to the Secret Service, and all this protocol bullshit would not have been in place if they saw a black man with a rifle climbing up a damn ladder onto a roof.
Exactly.
Wouldn't have been no protocol. They would have shot him. Okay, but they let this boy get off countless rounds into a crowd with a former president and maybe future president is speaking. That's unheard of. Unheard of.
Hey, time.
The Secret Service dropped the ball, and it all looks very suspect. I'll say that. It looks very suspect.
It looked like a scene from a movie that we already seen 1,000 fucking times.
Because now that they have a martyr, Trump's rallying cry, Biden just back out, okay, because he's not well. And now they putting Kamala up front. She's not going to beat Trump. She just set a record, supposedly, of raising capital within 2 days or a day. Okay.
Who did?
I don't think she has what it takes to beat Trump, because she hasn't been visible enough to the public. She's disappeared too much. She hasn't been seen or heard from enough to develop enough of a fan base or a following to defeat somebody who is as what's the word I'm looking for?
You're talking about Kamala, right?
What was that?
You're talking about Kamala, right?
Talking about Kamala.
Well, right? I feel like she's been like that because some of us can remember how many she sent to prison.
You know, yeah. But she's not as charismatic as Trump has been. You know, love or hate Trump, he's very charismatic in what he does. He knows what he's doing. Okay, he's a little crazy, of course. But sometimes crazy is good. Okay. Whether you believe
she don't vote for herself.
Yeah. So she gonna vote for Cat Williams.
No, she thinks she's gonna vote for herself.
Yeah, I know, but it says right there on the link, I'm gonna vote for myself. Like Cat Williams.
You don't have a lot of independents out there.
Right. So it's a tricky business, but you know, Kamala, you know, same way, whether you love or hate her, okay, and people are throwing stories around about how she slept her way to the top and she wasn't really a politician and whatever. I'm not even mad at her for that. Let's say for the sake of argument, she slept her way to the top, right? First of all,
go ahead.
First of all, prostitution is the oldest profession there is. And many times over the years, intelligent women, you know, entrepreneurial women, you know, educated women were not given opportunities by men. White men wouldn't even let white women vote. Okay. So many times, many women slept their way to the top and manipulated men and slept with them and do all these kind of things to get what they needed to get to prove what they could do. Okay. So I wouldn't even be mad at her for that. But when you get in a position where you can't be black by choice. You choose to be black this week, but this week I'm Indian. Oh, this week over here I'm mixed. Oh, now I'm black again. Oh, now I'm mixed again. Oh, no, I'm Indian again. You know, when you're doing this kind of stuff, it's like, how do you develop credibility? You can't be black when it's convenient for you. You're either black all the time or you're not. You're either for your people or you're not. Okay. Oh, the president should be for all people. Okay. That they should be. But why did every president, everyone, have a black agenda except Barack Obama? Barack Obama did not have a black agenda.
That we are persuaded. And hold on, let me cut in real quick. one reason is what I just said. Black people are so easily persuaded, so easily convinced, which is crazy to me, that they can easily convince you, but the family member can't. Your baby mama can't. Your baby daddy can't. Your cousin, your uncle, your big mama can't. But they can. That's crazy to me. But this comment right here, Ben, he said Trump is going to try to rewrite the Constitution. Y'all, tune in to when I break down this Project 25. I'm going to give y'all a little snippet, right? One thing that it says in there is that, these checks and balances that we always talk about that the president has, they're finna remove those. So when somebody is the president, he can just make something happen, even as far as an assassination, and nothing happened because he is the chief power source at the time. So I'm gonna need y'all to tune into this Project 25 because it's crazy. Okay, go ahead, Alex.
Yeah, he cannot be held accountable for any actions committed while he's the president.
None.
Cannot.
None. Did y'all hear that? None. Zero.
None.
Unfuckwittable, Ross.
You think the cops out here shooting us now?
Right.
Okay. So, but the fact is
Bootsy Collins for president. Okay.
Bootsy Collins. Now that's old school.
Let's go. Let's go.
That's old Collins. Bootzilla here.
Fun fact, my music mentor, shout out to Raz. She actually sings with Bootsy Collins. So shout out to my musical.
There you go. That's why this is a more old school show than new school show. A lot of old school souls.
Hold on, wait a minute now. Do I need to drop you on damn
See, this is why old school always wins, though. This is why.
Let's not get distracted.
See the player hating that goes on? You see the player hating?
Go ahead, I got you back in the game, baby.
But it's a thing where we just have to get a grip on what's really going on. You can't even believe the news anymore. You can't.
You never started believing them. Hey, Miss Sherry.
But most people believe. Hey, Miss Sherry. Most people believe what the news say. MSNBC, CNN, Fox. Most people believe what they say. They don't understand that the news is controlled by a couple of families behind the scenes. They tell them what to report to fashion your thinking.
Yeah, if y'all can just look that up on YouTube. I forget the video, but I'm gonna share it to my community while for y'all. And they show all these new clips of everybody saying the exact same thing. Like, it's crazy. But look, some kids they said that he even went a day prior to practice or something. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that?
That they what? What was that?
Trump went like a day before to basically like a dry rehearsal type.
Yeah, thing. Dry rehearsal, right? Okay. Mm-hmm. Ain't that something? Ain't that something?
I heard that. I did hear that as well.
So
I'll say allegedly to that one because you know how YouTube is. Yes, I'm calling y'all out. Okay.
Yeah. And I'll just say that, like I said, you want to be sensitive because a man has died, and it's a thing where it's been done before. I guess I just want to make that point. It's been done before through our history. These types of things. It's like when JFK was assassinated. How many of us thought it was that man up in that tower? For decades, this is what we thought, right? We thought James Earl Ray killed Martin Luther King. That's what we thought for decades. We thought the people that shot and killed Malcolm X was in the crowd and shot at an upward trajectory. Turns out the bullets came from a downward trajectory. Okay? They black out these documents for 50 years. They wait for everybody to die. Nobody can be implicated and sent to prison or nothing. Then they open up the documents to the public. Everybody name in, they're gone. Okay? They do this kind of stuff all the time. Okay, so I don't you can't put nothing past them. It's a crazy, crazy, deceptive, crooked, dirty game that they play. The shot that killed JFK came from the grassy knoll on the ground as he drove by. But they blamed the guy up in the tower because he was the fall guy. James
Like I
Earl Ray
said
was
at
the.
the beginning,
What was that?
like I said in the beginning, their motto is order out of chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So they plan all these things, already knowing how people are going to react. How do y'all think that they came up with all these algorithms and things like that? Like with these smartphones and things like that. Everybody want to have the new. You want the newest thing out, But that's closer to you losing your freedom than anything else. These people have been planning these things for the longest, and because our people are so distracted, because I'm not talking to them. I mean, everybody's welcome in the galaxy for sure, but I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to people that look like me. Okay, we be so distracted in the most minimal things that they get all this shit over our heads. That's
You
why
know
I
what?
feel like it's my duty to go through Project 25 with y'all. Because if I don't, some people ain't even never heard that shit.
You know the crazy thing, they say black people we plan for tomorrow. White people plan for the next 100 years.
Right. And I know y'all seen that little meme that they said, this how we get ready. And it was a family of black people at church with Bibles in their hand. And then it was like, this how they get ready. And it's them and the whole family with their rifles and then they hunting gear in the woods somewhere.
Yep.
Like, come on. What are we doing? You know how they say don't bring a knife to a gunfight?
Mm-hmm.
Well, black people ain't even get the damn knife.
They're gonna bring a Bible to a gunfight. Bible to a gunfight. So I just don't want people in general, definitely the people in our chat
Hey, Lady Shay.
to this is why it's called television programming. Okay, they're trying to program your thought, they're trying to program your mind. They don't like free thinkers, they don't like people who do research,
Exactly.
they don't like people that speak out the truth. They don't like those things.
And they don't like
But
it so much that they've made us not like that too.
right.
You know, when you get to talking and you're educated and you know how to articulate what you're thinking and how you feel, you talk like a white person. No, I speak like a me person.
Mm.
What are we doing?
or or you get so attacked for telling the truth. You ever realize how attacked you get for telling the truth?
You know, I know.
I mean, they come down hard on people who tell the truth, man. Truth is the enemy. The truth is the enemy because this place was built on lies,
Exactly. Exactly.
and most people have accepted the lies. Go
And
back in
just
your
like you
history.
said, the more you hear the lies, the more you believe it. They got us thinking that we're so inferior that we don't even feel like we have a voice. And
Just
then
think
when
to
they do give you a voice, it be for the most fucked up reason.
just think to yourself, when you was a little kid in school and you had your history book and all this other kind of stuff and learning about history, think about how now at your big age, how many lies you found out you were taught. Think about that. They
I did
knew they
that
were
for
lying when
school
it.
and I did that for church.
What was that?
I've done that for school and I've done that for church because I love to read. Like, so when I went down the rabbit hole, it was crazy just to learn all the things that you've been lied to your entire life. But that's when I feel like you gain power. Like, I need y'all to start cracking some books open. I really do need y'all to start cracking some books open.
And that'll get you kicked out the church real quick. You
But they
know.
couldn't kick me out because I was the pastor's daughter. Like, I was definitely the problem child.
Well, that's the reason they won't get me in there. Because I already know you could never stand up in church and ask unpopular questions or say certain things that are true And you couldn't do that in a church that follows a specific doctrine and they live by that doctrine, whether it's true or not.
Which is crazy to me because with the whole, with my quotation fingers up, separation of church and state, how, when they are the ones who built the schools that teach the pastors to ordain them. But that's a whole nother conversation.
Right. It is. But this whole election, you can almost see how it's being set up for Trump to get back in office. You can almost see where it's being set up that way.
Almost. Okay, let's break it down for those who didn't see. When he was president the first time, he handed out all of these checks, right? Because that's all the people are saying now, right? But let's not speed up so much. He gave out all the checks. Everybody was so happy about the stimulus checks, right? And then they gave y'all a resident that should be in somebody's nursing home to be the president, to piss y'all off so much so that you want the man who gave out the checks to come back. Only this time he not to give out no check. I don't know why y'all think that.
The stimulus checks are over. Yeah, that's over with. Stimulus checks is over with. A bunch of EBT benefits, thousands of dollars in EBT benefits and stuff. Those are over. And why would you even want those? Why would you rely on those? Why would that be your deciding factor?
Well, I don't agree with that.
Don't you need much more than that though, E?
I just don't agree with it because they ain't gonna get the reparations. So I say take the government for everything they got while you can back.
I'm saying don't rely on it.
Oh, okay. Because I'm saying definitely take what you can get back.
Because at the end of the day, you're gonna spend the stimulus check. You're gonna spend the stimulus check. You're gonna spend the EBT benefit. You're still gonna be in the same condition if you haven't changed your mindset and your strategies moving forward. You're gonna be in the same condition.
Definitely work smarter while you taking these things that are owed to you because they don't feel like they owe to you, but they owe to you. Think smart while you doing that though. So definitely don't rely on that shit. But if you can get it, take it.
If you can get it, take it.
Because they won't. What's up, Queen Sanity? Hey girl. Ain't seen you in a while. Where you been?
Supposedly the country is currently, if you go to usdebtclock.org.
Wait, right? Say that again.
usdebtclock.org.
US Debt Clock, y'all.
.org. It'll show you that the country is probably about $34 trillion in debt or more, $35 trillion in debt. Okay. Why the hell is the country that much in debt? Mismanaging funds, stealing money, misappropriating funds. These are the people that we put in
business. Don't leave it always in someone else's business.
Right. These are the people that we put in office in our leadership roles who will take our money and use it on everything else other than the people that put them in office. Especially the black people that put them in office.
Facts.
So I don't have much more to say other than that because I know I've said enough. YouTube may come and pull the damn channel.
No, they're not going to do anything to the galaxy. The galaxy is good. Shit. Let people tell it they don't even watch me. So shit, I can say what I want to say. Shit.
So I mean,
they lied. Where was the lies at? Tell us where the lies was at, Chad.
It's so convenient to say, freedom of speech when you say something against the agenda. Now you no longer have freedom of speech.
Right.
When the C-19 was a thing, right? And it's still a thing, but when it was at its height, right? They were talking about take the shot, right? And you had a group of people who were saying that shot is not good. C-19 not even a real thing. I mean, you had people saying this stuff during the height of COVID.
They had a whole group of doctors that was coming out. They was in tears. They were angry about what they were being made to do, and they was getting offed.
Yeah. But they had us so emotionally, they had us so scared so emotionally fucked up, right? That they made us disbelieve these people, that these people were the enemies. Dr. Fauci was our hero. Their doctors was our heroes, right? And they had something in the government called the disinformation dozen. These people were the enemy. Okay, which was on this list was RFK Jr., Risa Islam from the Nation of Islam, a bunch of other people, 12 people that the government targeted and called them the disinformation dozen. Come to find out, everything these people said were true. Is true. Everything. Okay, so this is the stuff I'm trying to explain to people, and God bless those people who have lost lives during that panorama. We're not making light of that.
Absolutely.
But what we're saying is that it was a planned demic.
Yeah. And that's another reason why this is a whole other topic as well, but I'm gonna touch on it lightly. That's also what pisses them off so much. You so into science that you don't believe in the Most High. You so into science that you're upset that we have things in our DNA that you don't even have. So all of these things that you manufacture never do what you plan them to do. You always plan them to come and wipe us out, but you just be wiping out more of your own people. You do get, the C-19 took out people with pre-existing conditions. I feel like a lot of people let that fly over their head because still even to this day, a lot of people don't even understand that. But we're not going anywhere. And that's why we need to get on the same page because we're so much stronger together.
And to send that home before we get out of here. This is why whatever they're planning is never going to work. It's never going to work against the original people, God's original people. You may hurt us, you may kill a lot of us, you may do whatever, but overall, your plan is not going to work. It's never worked. And the reason why it's not going to work is because they have to understand that globally, they are the minority. Globally, they are hated. This is why you have all these other countries forming corporations like BRICS. We can't go visit other countries. They take us hostage. Everybody hates this country now because the chickens are coming home to roost. And everybody else,
they take us for a joke. Like they laugh at us. They watch us for entertainment, y'all. Like y'all think y'all watch shit, they over there laughing at us.
We're the casualties of war, of the chaos that they caused. Okay, and we're going to be in this for a while. We're going to be in this for a while because it took such a long time to get us in this mess. They planned all of this craziness to target certain groups of people and target certain countries. And we're going to take this and take that from everybody else and give them nothing in return. And so this always their agenda. Take, kill, manipulate. It always their agenda. Nothing's about fairness. Nothing's about fair play or charitable work or honest work. Nothing.
And at the end of the day, you can't complain about none of this shit if you ain't out here trying to change that shit. I told y'all when y'all first met me, I'm not here for the complainers. If you're just gonna sit on the porch and complain about shit, shut the fuck up. It's time to do some shit about it. It's time to oh my God, black people. I really need y'all to get it together. I really need y'all to get it together. Like, it need to start with some healing. Like, it got to start with yourself. You got to get over these traumas because everybody done been through some shit. Everybody done been through some shit, okay? But if we don't come together and wake the fuck up, it's over with.
That sun-kissed remark, that's a mouthful. Read that.
People received the money and immediately gave it right back. That's what I'm saying. That's what we
This,
said. Black
this is
people are the biggest spenders. Most of these people got these checks and went and got cars,
Nikes.
went and got clothes, went and
Mm.
got bodies done, hair down to your ankles. And
who did
now
they?
in 2024, you back roly-poly, you back, your wigs fucked up, lace torn up. Like, what was it all for? Most of y'all motherfuckers that went to jail for the shit.
And who they spend it with? All that money that was given out.
Right back to the people that hate you. Didn't buy no property. Didn't invest in no business. Shout out to everybody that handled their business with the money that they got. I definitely handled my business with the little checks I got. Get your paperwork right.
Look what
You don't have your paperwork right, you can't do shit.
Looney says, and it's in the chat. It says C19 was on cough syrup bottles in the 80s. It certainly was too.
Wait a minute, what?
Yep. Yeah, it's a virus. It was on those bottles.
Oh, yes. It was also on the cleaning products as well. I did see that.
Yeah. It's a virus. It was on those cleaning bottles.
Yep.
Okay. They had movies back in the early 2000s or late 90s talking about social distancing. That wasn't something
they had
new.
movies that was in black and white talking about that shit.
Social distancing. Okay. So this stuff, they planned this stuff for decades. This is nothing new. We're always the targets. We have to keep that in mind. Always watch the news with a side eye. Whenever you think they're doing something for you, you got to give them a side eye because there's some other agenda that they're not making you aware of.
Along with all these other distractions, Alex, a lot of times we talk about what we're gonna talk about on Monday, and most times I be irritated because something that happened, with the Diddy situation, with the Cat Williams thing, it's so many distractions that they put in our face. Meanwhile, they have meetings about Project 25. Mm-hmm. They put these distractions out here so they can slip laws up under our noses. We gotta know what's going on. And like I said what I said. If you don't know what's going on in your state, your country, you a fool because you live here. But you know everything that's going on in everybody else's business. You know who fucking who's sucking who got what, who don't got what. But you don't know the laws in your fucking state. Make it make sense. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm irritated. This shit pisses me off.
Well,
it pisses me off because we so powerful. Like, we are those kings and queens. Everybody gets so mad. When dudes say, "Hey, what's up, queen?" or the girls that say, "What's up, king?" They say they can't stand people that say that. But that's who we really are. Do we conduct ourselves like that? Absolutely not. And they know it. And they're taking full advantage of that shit.
But you know what, E? I'm gonna end this on a bright note. I think that more and more of us are waking up slowly. One at a time, two at a time, whatever the case is. There are more of us teaching the masses about financial literacy and investing and the importance of owning property and land. There are more of us that are being converted out of lives of crime into entrepreneurship, using crime money to create honest businesses and getting out the crime business. There's a lot more of that going on than we hear about. Okay, all we hear about is who getting divorced, who fucking whose wife, whose kids are delinquent. That's all we hear about. Who robbed who? Okay, because the news is based on ratings and tragedy. Your local newscast going to tell you about every murder that happened in the last 24 hours for 30 minutes or 24 minutes. And in the last 30 seconds, a fireman going to save a cat out of a tree, which is a feel-good story. They keep us scared on purpose. So
Look at
I'll
your
end
money,
on
look
that.
at them phrases, order out of chaos in Latin, look it up. I don't talk what I think, I talk what I know. And I'm gonna end it on this, okay? Story time real quick. Last night, I was outside, right? And this black man was on a motorcycle. He hit the corner too sharp and he fell off. And I stopped, the light had turned green, and I was asking him, was he okay? And the cars behind me was beeping. It was 2 motherfucking lanes, so you could have went around it, right? But they're beeping at me. I'm asking this black man on the ground that just fell off his motorcycle, is he okay? I didn't give a fuck about their horns. I said I meant to say, stop giving a fuck what everybody else say and do the right thing. Start caring more about your brother and sister. When you see your brother and sister in need, help. Because it's going to be a time when you need help. And you're going to want that same brother or sister to help you out. It's time to do better. It's time to get y'all shit together. And I'm going to need y'all to tune in for when I break down Project 25 because it's crazy as hell. It's crazy as hell. Like, crazy as hell. Earlier, Ben said that it was a roadmap back to slavery, and he ain't never lied. So I would encourage y'all to look at it too, so we can have a real conversation, because it's gonna be an open panel. I'm gonna let people come up and hit the link, and we gonna talk about it. Like, it ain't gonna be no, I don't do the news up here. It ain't gonna be no lecture and shit like that. I just want to go through the shit and chop it up with y'all. I really want to know what y'all think about this shit because it's crazy. Okay, I want to thank everybody who came through. What's up, Third Ward? I want to thank everybody that came through. Make sure y'all are subscribed to the great content creators that came through Third Ward. He in here. He is the content creator. Sub, Just My 5 is in here. Sun Kiss is in here. A lot of people came through. I can't remember everybody's names because I'm irritated, y'all. Like, I'm irritated. But I want to thank everybody for coming through. Hit us up next Monday. We'll be in the building. Stay safe out there and start caring, opening your brains and your hearts because the shit is about to hit the fan. And if we ain't together, we gonna look like a Netflix movie out this bitch. Okay?
Or worse, a Tubi movie.
Well, I ain't really seen too many, like, I only see sad love stories over there. I don't really see no end of the world type movies over there. But you might be right. It might be a little Tubi-ish. I don't know. But we'll see y'all next time. And how I'm feeling, I might be back on this motherfucker tonight. I don't know. I have to see what's going on because I definitely have me a drink. And I feel like I need to get some shit out of my chest. So I might be back. I don't know yet. But thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed and get those memberships because there are things that are going to be over there that are not going to be shown on the regular side of YouTube. Okay? We'll see y'all later.
Stay aware.
Welcome to my galaxy. Welcome to my galaxy. This is EsessionByEnicole. You can always call me E, but don't never call me Nicole. Your presence is appreciated. Please be sure to hit that like button and that subscribe. It's always a vibe. In my galaxy.
Hey, it's Shonda Frey from Ready to Love, and you are watching my girl, TheeEnicole.
Tasha Lyons telling you to tune into TheeEnicole.
This is Samson from Ready to Love, and you're tuned into TheeEnicole.
It's Winter from Love Marriage DC, and you're tuned in to TheeEnicole.
Make sure you guys subscribe to TheeEnicole. She is amazing.